Welcome back to the bubble, ladies and gentlemen, and an episode that I am so ridiculously excited about because today I will be starting a new series on this channel, and it all started with me watching a channel of a YouTuber called Issy, who plays a lot of Third Age Total War. Third Age is basically a mod to the Medieval 2 Total War games, where you can play as members of the Lord of the Rings saga, so to speak. And I got really motivated watching this series, so I actually decided to download all the mods and start playing it myself. So when downloading all, I think it's like 3 different mods. It's the Third Age, and also it's the Divide and Conquer, or AGO, and also a SUS mod, which is a submod to unite all the submods. So I think it's like 4 in total. And now I was asking myself, what should be the first faction that I should play, and there are too many to choose from. There are all kinds of different dwarf factions, of course a lot of evil factions, some costume factions as well, like Vale of Drovinion or Clans of Enedwaith, which are pretty unknown, I would say. I think they're custom made, but also of course there is Isengard, Gondor, Principality of Dalamroth, etc, etc. So I decided to basically play them all, and I will be playing 100 turns for each of the factions, no more, no less. And if I'm able to complete the campaign in that time, awesome. But I will stick to 100 turns. So welcome to the series 100 Turns of Middle-earth. I will be starting up to the very, like I read basically, top left. So we're starting with the Woodland Realm, which are of course a ranged focused faction, excellent archers. Pretty expensive though, it seems, and also slow recruitment. Of course they're elves, so no big surprise there. We'll be starting off with 2 territories. We have our leader, King Thranduil, and also his heir, the son, Prince Legolas of the Woodland Realm. This is gonna be so much fun. I haven't played that much Middle-earth in the that much Medieval 2 in the last couple of years, so I will be starting off with a difficulty on medium. I will be managing all of the cities myself, no matter if I have a general there or not. I will not have any battle time limit, and I will be seeing the CPU moves of the AI in my line of sight. So, let's go. Also, of course, it's worth noting that I play on short campaign settings, which means that I win if I hold 24 territories, still hold the Woodland Realm, and of course if I wipe out Dol Guldur. Dol Guldur will be my main adversary in this campaign. So I will be hunting some orcs. And also, as I have seen on YouTube, it looks like the elves of the Woodland Realm will be fighting spiders, if at least during not the bandit faction, but the independent realms, I will be fighting spiders. So that's awesome for someone with arachnophobia, such as myself. I think it's going to be therapeutic as well. Man, I'm so excited about playing this series. Enable hardcore mode. Enabling the optional hardcore mode will restrict auto-resolve and add cost for sieging settlements and armies when they run out of supplies. Press green tick to enable and red cross to disable. I play on medium difficulty, so I will not be adding hardcore mode for now. Hopefully I will be good enough to play on those levels someday. And here are some descriptions of the mod Divide and Conquer. DAC AGO, that's Divide and Conquer AGO, and Vanilla Divide and Conquer. So there are a lot of different things that are added to this mod. Feel free to read them, to pause and read. And also, of course, there's some backstory to the Thranduil'S realm, the Woodland Realm. Of course, you can pause and read this one as well, if you would like to. I will not be reading through all of it, though. But basically, we have our complicated history with the dwarves and our big threat of the orcs of Dol Guldur, but also of Gundabad, which up to the northwest. In order to better protect the forest, it has been suggested that we seek a full union with our Sylvan elf kin. So of course we need to find our other elves and make friends with them. And here we go. So, if we look at our position, like I said, we have 2 different territories right off. We have Thranduil's Halls and also THRANDUIL'S. And to the very west of me, we have the Vale of Anduin, which is basically Bjorning's and his people. To the north of them, we have, of course, the Gundabad and the Gundabad Orcs, which will be fighting against me, of course, and the Vale of Anduin, but also against the dwarves of Erebor. We have, of course, Erebor right here, with the city of Dale right on their doorstep. So cool. City of Dale and Lake Town, Esgaroth. So this is going to be a lot of fun. First of all, we need to start getting a good eye on our surroundings. Oh, I told you, spiders. Ugh. Okay. We need to get a good eye on our economy first of all. Those are free upkeep while garrisoned, so that's good. Thranduil is not free upkeep, so there's no use in having him in the hall. And of course, one thing that's quite good with this game and with the generals is that their units replenish. So even though some of his archers might die, they will replenish as long as he's alive, basically. And I've heard about this unit, the Heindaur, that they are basically railguns. I'm not sure though. It doesn't look like they are. So maybe they're not railguns anymore. Still, we have 2 units of generals, and we will march down on our first independent town. And also, of course, we have to make some good choices for our economy. We can increase the tax rate without risking a rebellion. We don't gain that much money from it, but it's gonna add up eventually. We only have 100 rounds to play. But the public order is still good. We want to make sure that it's above 70%, because if it's under 70%, you run a risk of revolt in the settlement or in the town. Can we do the same thing here? Yes, just barely though, and we only gain 20, so I think it's better. Yeah, plus we lose out on the population growth, and we really want that one. So now we'll be going for some buildings. We have 11,300 to start, and I've always, not always, but as I've seen on YouTube, a good idea is to start with a builder's hall, and also the hall of music, because this one basically increases the number of recruitment slots and also the number of free upkeep units. You don't want to have to pay more than you absolutely have to. And also it gives some good perks to public order as well. But I will be going with the Builder's Hall here, and in Thranduil's Hall as well. So that basically every building that we build from now on is cheaper. And you have... Actually, I think we want 1.5 population growth as well, so we will not be putting that one in a high tax rate. And let's see if we can do some recruitment as well. Of course, elves have very, very good archers, but they have a very high upkeep and recruitment cost. If I don't have free upkeep on these units, it will cost me 320 gold every turn that I have them, basically. So you want to make sure that you keep the units either in a garrison where they can be where they are no upkeep, where they don't cost any upkeep, or have them in a fort, because generally in forts there are at least 4 slots for free upkeep. Okay, they're moving on that one. Do I want to build anything here as well? Maybe I should go with... I'm gonna go with some archers, actually. And we are building in both of these locations, and these guys will be marching down to Emun Nu Fuin. And we can hopefully try to take our first independent town. So we will be losing some money, but it's going to be okay. Let's go to the next season and see what's going to happen for us. Of course, first we'll be going through all the other factions and seeing what they want to do. Dwarves of Erebor is marching over to me. Right, I should have recruited a diplomat as well, because I will need to start getting some relations with my neighbors so that I can increase in trade, maybe even smith some alliances. Which is of course going to be very important. I don't think we have a lot of trade to begin with, but we need, I mean, the dwarven factions I think are ridiculously wealthy, so it's always a good idea to try to trade with them as much as possible. So as soon as the independent realms are done with their thing, we'll see what kind of relations we already have. Well, independent realms have a lot to do, it seems. And they selected to move 1 unit. I think they have a lot of small squads that they have walking around. What? Hello. Okay, now you can attack. And I don't think... Do I want a ram? No, I don't want a ram. Maintain the siege. And also, you will be recruiting a diplomat. Look at that. Such a noble elf. Only cost 15 upkeep, so that will be okay. I'll not be making any more recruitments for now. But then after we have these builders halls, we need to find something that makes us money as well, because this one only saves us money. I have a really good line of sight here, actually. I don't even have to build any towers. I think we're going to run through these first turns pretty quickly, because currently I don't really have that much to do. End of turn report. We spent some money, of course, but I do not want to keep on recruiting more units for now. I really need to save money. However, if we go to the grain exchange, we can look at the trade. Grain exchange or communal farming. Communal farming adds 100, even though we have poor harvest. And we also add food production, so that would give us like 100. Grain exchange would give us very, very, very little, but it also doesn't cost us that much. While communal farming costs us double. Leather tanner, that gives us 40 gold each turn, and of course all of this is going to add up eventually. Hall of culture, free upkeep units 4, okay. It's also expensive though, but it's going to give us a lot of health bonus and a bonus, public order bonus due to law. So that one's going to save us a lot of money throughout the turns. And also, of course, because I have the Builder's Hall, it's going to cost less and also take up less time to build. Art gallery, only culture increase. I don't need that so far. Communal farming. Actually, I think I'm gonna go with that one. I don't have anything that increases the population, so let's go with the communal farming and just hope that everything's going to add up eventually next season. And my plan, or my hope rather, is that the spiders of Emun Nufuin will be sallying out against my generals, so that I don't have to pull up a ram or anything like that. And as soon as I have the diplomat up, then that person will be going on a quest to increase my relations with my neighbors, and also get as much trade rights as possible. Another plan of mine that I have is to hopefully gain some land along this the river Anduin, so that I will be able to send ships down to Minas Tirith and Osgiliath and Carandros and help those areas from the Wrath of Mordor. Okay, the spiders decided to sally out, which is great for me. I will not be auto-resolving this one, but I will fighting it on the battle map. So this is going to be the first battle of the 100 Turns of Middle-earth series. Interesting. So much cool art. And because the spiders decide to sally out, I will not be able to deploy my troops. Oh my god, here they come. Spiders, man. Time to start shooting. Oh, you actually do have the railgun arrows. You see the long tail or whatever? That means that those arrows, I think they go through. They go through the enemies that they kill. Oh, come on. They're so creepy. And I will actually use swiftness to make it active. To decrease the fatigue, etc. But wow. Those spiders are gnarly. I really hope that Legolas doesn't die in this first battle. That would be super cringy. The enemy general lies dead, and Legolas is alive. Fortunately, those units are going to... Wow, that was crazy. Lost a lot of soldiers. Yeah, those soldiers were Legolas's units. No friendly fire, that's cool. 13 was healed immediately, and the rest are going to self-supply eventually if we just give them some time. Maybe I should have just aimed... I don't know. Should have aimed for the first group right off the bat. And that would make Legolas' arrows shoot right through them. And maybe then they wouldn't have been able to reach Legolas. Great, that's the sound of a spider dying. We will be occupying this settlement. Oh, even more spiders. Ugh. This is gonna be so therapeutical for me. So, we have our third settlement. And soon, hopefully, you will be replenishing your troops. I think a lot of them are already replenished. So what do we want to build now? Mines. Yes, please. But first of all, the Builder's Hall, right? Also, we need, if we open the settlement details, we can see that most of our culture is already elven, so we don't need to worry about the culture yet. But I will be building the builder's hall here, and after that one's done, I'm queuing up the mines right away so that we can start getting some money. Agents, yes, now I have a diplomat, and of course first we want to see what diplomatic relations we actually have. Diplomacy, let's see. We are allied with Dale, with the Vale of Dorvinion, with the Anduin Vale, and with the Realm of Lothlorien. So we're not pals with the Dwarves of Erebor yet. We have to remedy that, don't we? Start off with trade rights. Seems quite acceptable. Let's see if we're actually able to push an alliance as well. Oh, awesome. We did get an alliance with the dwarves. That's great. Alliance announced. Relations improved with the dwarves of Erebor. Outstanding relations. That's awesome. So after that, I want to see where we can put our diplomat next. Like I said earlier, we already have... Are we at war with anyone by any chance? Yeah, we're at war with basically everyone up here to the north. However, we do need to get... We're not at war with Rune yet, so we might be able to start trading relations with them. And also we need relations with the dwarves of Khazad-dûm. Okay, I will be sending you here, first of all, so we can start trading with Rune. And then maybe we'll be able to recruit another diplomat, and we can send that diplomat to the west instead. And eventually we will reach the Highland Elves. Okay. Very soon, one more archer will be finished. That's great. Hall of Song. They have such nice names. You have a normal tax rate. Okay, I think we are going to be ready. Okay, there we have another 2 spiders. Let's see if we can actually send you to Amunfuin, and then you don't have free. They don't have free upkeep here, so they're gonna cost me 320 until I get like a Great Hall or something like that to give them free upkeep. But until then, let's see if you actually... Yeah, you are on max capacity. I will not be recruiting any woodland yeah, actually I will be recruiting some woodland warriors because I need something to soak up the damage. I need something to soak up the damage when their spiders attack, basically. So now I'm also hoping that they will sally out against me. Maybe they won't, because I no longer only have generals. But let's see. Let's see. It's going to be really interesting. So let's end this turn and go into the next season. It will be the 4th one. We are just flying through our 100 turns. Of course, the first turns will go very quickly, because there's not really that much you can do. There are only so many armies you have, so much money you can spend on upgrades, etc. So these first turns will go pretty quickly. And then, eventually, hopefully, we'll start to grow, become a bit bigger, more wealthy, etc, etc. And then we'll be able to do more on each turn. But until then, it's going to be quick and hopefully painless. And I think I will be doing I'll do my best to just not be a selfish elf in this series. Might go a bit against the character of elves, at least against the character of Thranduil. Okay, they will be sallying out. So then we'll be fighting Erin Dolan as well. The balance of power is clearly in their favor, 10 to 9. But we have a lot of troops. And hopefully we're gonna do a lot better at using our archers this time around. Hopefully. Okay, they will be selling out right away. They don't have any special ability. And you'll run into location. Let's see. So, okay. Oh, those spiders are so big. They count as heavy cavalry. And hopefully we are already starting to take some of them down. Percentage of allies killed. Wow. At least I hope that is just the infantry taking damage. There we go. This is going great so far. Please bring down those spiders as well. That would be swell. There we go. Great, that one went better. We did lose a certain amount of infantry units though. But if we watch the stats, yeah, we lost a lot of woodland warriors. But rather that than that the heavy cavalry would have killed Legolas or Thranduil upon charge. We did heal some troops though, so that's great. That was an easy victory. Awesome, we're just plowing through the map right now. Of course we want to capture or conquer, or maybe even liberate the entire forest. That's our goal. And of course our short-term or our short campaign goal will be to hold 24 territories. But I am not too optimistic in that I will be able to do that in 100 turns. I'm not that good at this game yet. I'm just playing it because I think it's so much fun. So much fun. Occupy, and great. However, these two areas, because we don't have free upkeep for them, and we don't have free upkeep here either, they will just be costing us a lot of money each term, basically. Recruitment report. Yes, we got another diplomat in Thranduil's halls. So I will be sending you, my dear friend, up here to negotiate trade rights with the Witch King of Angmar, because we need money. Losing out on cash in that turn just because we're doing so much building, etc, etc. Can we retrain? No, we cannot retrain. We cannot recruit because we have too few people, I suppose. Another builder's hall, right? Yeah, because I mean the builder's hall building costs reduced by 15%, so of course that's gonna save us a lot of money in the long run for 100 turns. And you are building the builder's hall as well, and after that the mines. That one's gonna be a lot of fun when that one starts raining gold. But I need to make sure that we actually have enough money to start building it, or to actually build it. So it's going to be I think they're going to start it the next turn. So what do we have now? We have more agents here. The Vale of Anduin has taken that city, which is just great. And here we have a Dol Guldur town, which we are of course at war with Dol Guldur. So that one will be chance of success 50%. So that one of course will be our next target. And then the Vale of Dorvinion will be up here on the western side of this little lake right here. And on the northern side of it, Dale and Erebor will be fighting against Rune. And Vale of Dorvinion will be help out against Rune as well, and also fighting against Dol Guldur. But our main our main target will of course be Gundabad and Dol Guldur. So this is fun. Can't retrain, can't build anything more. Everyone's already stocked up. Maybe should we really start recruiting any more units here just because? I don't think so, because we don't have free upkeep for them. Doesn't look like the Woodland Realm have a lot of forts. You can see these, I'm gonna show it the next round, but basically the small little buildings with pure blue flags on top of them, close to Dale and Esgaroth, those two are basically forts. So just by having those two close by, Dale can have 8 units free of upkeep in those forts, which are really close by Esgaroth and Dale. So that's good for them. But I would also like to be able to have some free upkeep units, but that of course will come when I build like armories and things like that. That gives some free upkeep, and it's going to be very important that I start saving some money as well, saving and making money, because if I only save money on garrison troops, then as soon as I need to go to war, then I will be bankrupt basically. So I need to have a steady income as well, of course. Ar-Adunaim, I think that's the equivalent of Umbar. So those are to the very, very south, fighting against Dol Amroth and Gondor. Now it's time for Independent Realms. What do you want to do? New mission, cool. I'm going to send an emissary to the dwarves of Khazad-dûm. And of course I do have an emissary somewhere. There.
Yes, my lord.
So I will need to send him down here.
Question. Stopping here.
New mission. You're going to go right there. You should be there in a couple of turns. That's awesome. End of turn report. Still. Oh, we actually made a couple of bucks. Here we can see the balance of power, where Realm of Lothlorien seem to be doing very well on the financial sector. We are on 7th place. Military 26th, where Mordor is in the lead. That's kind of scary, but Gondor is on top of overall and production, while Mordor is on top of military and population. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works out. Hopefully Gondor will be able to hold until all of us basically are strong enough to help them. So we got our Builders Hall at Emun Nu Fuin, which means that they will be starting to build the mine right now, and as soon as that one's finished, we will be getting some money for it. Really good idea there actually, that I cancel it and started building it now, because it's 1 turn shorter and 3.8 grand cheaper. So even if you build a builder's hall, which will decrease the costs, if you queue up something after that one, then that building that is queued up will not be enjoying the benefits of having a builder's hall. You learn something new every day, especially when you haven't played this game that much to begin with. No room for recruitments here yet, and we're just building everywhere. Maybe some more woodland scouts, maybe another spy as well. So many things to do. Woodland wardens, of course, spear throwers, or maybe the woodland spearmen. They can make a shield wall, so that would be very useful. Very, very useful. What the hell? Let's give it a shot, shall we? And these two guys cost a lot of money while they're just hanging around. 17 years of age. Legolas is a young one.
Follow me.
I don't think it's a good idea to try and...
My lord.
Yeah, there we just lost our spy. He got killed during a mission. Good thing we're starting to build or recruit another one. I think we're not going to move them yet.
Yes, my lord.
because I don't think that they will be strong enough to take down a fortress on their own, at least not right away. So I think it's a good idea to go to the next season right now. Going to the 6th season. Already finished with 6% of the first edition of this series. Interesting stuff. Dale's moving around some of their troops. Hopefully it's gonna go well for them. Hope that Dale and Erebor will be able to take care of Rune quite efficiently. And then, of course, we have factions in this campaign that can select basically if they would like to play as good or evil factions, like the Dunland, the Empire, Kingdom of Khand. I don't know what to call it really, but Khand, and also the Clans of Enedwaith. Those three, I think, can select if they want to go with a suitable husband. Cool, got another general. If they want to be good or evil factions. And then, of course, the dwarves can select if they want to accept the gifts from Sauron or if they don't.
I'm gonna stick you.
Come, my brothers. They will not see us in the forest.
We will need to take out those spiders because otherwise they will cause devastation to my lands and that will decrease my income. So it's always important to wipe out any of these hostile forces. Start deployment. Now it's just to line up and start shooting at the heavy cavalry as soon as possible. You can just shoot whenever you can. Here we go. Are they pulling back? No. So far we've killed 0%. So scary. Standing there on the open field and seeing these gigantuous spiders.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
Coming in. Okay, the enemy general is dead. Wow.
Be awed by the victory we have won.
Making short work of the spiders. That's awesome. It is not said that evil arts were ever practiced in Gondor, or that the Nameless One was ever named in honor there. We get these cool quotes and also this cool artwork in the loading screens, which is really cool. And this is, of course, Gandalf and Durin's Bane in Moria, I would guess. Time really flies when playing Medieval 2 or Total War games, because it's so easy to just click on to the next turn, But great, now these are done. I cannot purchase any mercenaries here yet. Holthian General, what kind of units do you have, my friend? You have, Tavar Arainir, adept at hiding in woods, reliable ranged unit, blah blah, 11 missile attack, that's not bad. Missiles 32. Next armor upgrade and older craft. Okay, cool, so they looks like they are pretty decent units as well. We are not doing very well economically in Erin Dolen currently, so I will need to put that guy in. We get some more money out of that, which is of course very appreciated. And now we can start building some stuff. Master Builder's Hall right away, or Artist Studio. Of course, this is a good building because it increases public order, but also it gives me 2 free upkeep units. And I don't think there is anything that can top that right now. Of course, the Hall of Song gives 2 free upkeep units, increases their recruitment slots, and it's cheaper. So I'm gonna go with that one. I don't need the law bonus for now. There's no corruption. There is some cultural unrest though, so we might actually need the artist studio to increase the culture. I will actually queue that one up. Okay. Only 3 turns left on that mine. You are building. You are building. We are not recruiting in any of these places so far.
Elven warriors.
And I don't see any enemy army coming by either. So actually I will push down the elves that don't have free upkeep anyway. And put them in THRANDUIL'S. So we start like pushing the units that we can push south. I will just build another watchtower here and then send them right back into THRANDUIL'S. Cool. So now I think we can end this turn and go into the next season, and hopefully we won't be attacked. Oh, didn't move my diplomat. But he's of course moving towards the dwarves of Khazad-dûm so that we can get some trade rights and maybe even an alliance with them. That would be great. Okay, you found someone to fight. That's awesome. I hope you won. Hope you won. Think you did. Maybe I shouldn't have activated the show CPU moves. I mean, it's good for me to see where there are troop movements, but just watching this maybe doesn't give that much. It's better if we can see the enemy armies moving, because I don't want to miss that. If Gundabad, for example, Dol Guldur sends a massive army my way, it might be a good idea to see that they move it within my line of sight. Okay, looks like dwarves did win a battle against the orcs of Gundabad. That's awesome. Hope they can keep pushing. And now it's Independent Realm's turn, and then it's our turn. End of turn report. We lost some money, but we still have 4.6k. We lost a place in the financial sector, so now we're on 7th place, still on the higher spectre compared to like 26. Path blocked for our diplomat. It was blocked by the Veil of Dorvinion, right?
Yes, my lord. As you wish. Without question. As you wish. Without
Where
question.
were the dwarves? I only have 4 turns left, so I really need to make sure that I get down there. I will be getting a military unit, so I might even not even have to recruit, which would be great, of course. I don't know what that means, but great. Construction here. No, I do not want to construct an armory. How's it going over here? Okay, every upkeep, every free upkeep unit is getting free upkeep, and soon I'll be getting 2 spots of free upkeep here as well, which is going to be great. And I will need that here as well when the mines are finished. It's the Hall of Song, right? And it's so cheap, the vineyard. That's like a tavern, I suppose. Artist studio. No, it's okay there. I'll actually get a Hall of Song so that I can get some free upkeep. That's going to pile up eventually. City. Let's see if I actually have Hall of Music. I have 3 total units of free upkeep here.
For the light, my lord.
I guess I'm going to deal with that later on. It would be really great if I could fill up the slots of free upkeep, so then I could save like 300 gold for each unit. So at least like 600 gold. That would be awesome. to be able to save that. You might think I'm crazy that I don't spend the money that I have, because so far I am actually losing money. So it's important to keep an eye out on my finances. So that I don't go bankrupt, because it's really difficult to dig myself out of that hole. Gundabad seems to be marching on Vale of Anduin, and I really hope that they have the manpower, or the Bjorning power rather, to face them. Actually, that's only a fort, so they have the city down here, the Valesman capital. That one should be defended. Alliance capital, or alliance announced between the Rangers of the North and the Dwarves of Erebor. Wow, they are already over here at on the other side of the mountains.
My lord, without question, approaching.
Yes, there we go. Khazad-dûm, trade rights, please.
We can agree to that.
Great. Can you also give me an alliance? Awesome, you accept this offer. That's great.
Yes, my lord.
Mission success. You get some woodland spearmen at my capital, and that, of course, is going to give us new family member. Cool. The elves are reproducing. And Thranduil's Halls is my capital. So now I have 3 woodland spearmen that have free upkeep, which means that I save 660 gold on having those here compared to down south. And now you have free upkeep. Why don't any more units have free upkeep? Free upkeep units. These ones should be of free upkeep. That's interesting.
Elven warriors.
I don't know. Most likely I just missed something. Okay, and you are so close to generating a lot of money. So close. Do I want to recruit anything more here? I do actually need to recruit another spy, because my previous one died.
By the light of Elbereth.
What am I supposed to do down here? Feels like such a bad idea to just...
Stay in the trees.
Independent town. Oh, right. There's another spider town.
No longer.
I'll maintain my siege right there, and hopefully they will choose to sally out and attack me. And so... You don't have free upkeep anyway, so I might as well get you out of here.
Come on.
See if you can join them. And now, I think that we are... Taurfilin. You're not building or anything. Master Builder's Hall, Grain Exchange, Crop Rotation. I mean, now I need to... Ooh. Average harvest. So then the crop rotation should generate quite a lot of money, but it costs 4k. Ballista Maker, Leather Tanner. That's just going to give us some money. Master Builder's Hall, Grain Exchange. Will not give us that much. We don't have any trade to speak of yet. Vineyard, Hall of Music. Maybe I should just go for the crop rotation. Actually gives us 100 each turn. Okay, let's just go with that. No, actually. Master Builder's Hall, that's going to cost us as well, though. But I mean, it's going to save us on every building that we build later on. Might even be a good idea to start to recruit some more units here as well. Oh, look at that. Just lost all my money. But hopefully soon we will get Enethaur. And I really hope that it's just a village. So most likely it's not gonna generate that much income for us, unfortunately. But the mines will. So that's good. Vale of Dorinion are also hanging out with the dwarves of Khazad-dûm. That's great. The dwarves, all 3 of the different dwarf factions were also, of course, when you first get these mods, Gondor is a clear, not a clear favorite, like the Gondor and the Rangers of the North. Those factions are really popular to play, and I completely understand that. I wanted to go with Gondor first as well. I did try out Dale just a little bit, just playing for fun, and that went all right. That went fine. They are very poor in the beginning, and it takes a while to get some really good troops. You really have to depend a lot on the connections with the dwarves and the elves to have like good infantry and good ranged units. Okay, now the spiders are coming out. 23 against us, 201. Oh my god, that's a good general. It's really important that we bring that one down, otherwise they will deal a lot of damage to us. It really feels like I should have saved, though. Can't save now. Run back, run back, run back, run back. Then, of course, fire as will. Fire at will, not as will. Fire as yourself. Here we go. Okay, some spiders are already being brought down. I just want their general to be killed. I'm really fortunate that this spider chose to just stay ground, or stay here, and not just keep pushing forward. Very fortunate. Like these guys do. Yes, there we go. The general is down, and so should their morale be. Beautiful! This is such a cheesy way to take this settlement, but still, it's a victory and I'm gonna take it. Orcs that fled before them were gathered in Moria, and the dwarf host in pursuit came to Azanulbizar. This looks cool. Love the artwork that the community does. Too bad I don't think a lot of it will translate into the Amazon Prime series, which I was really excited for until I started seeing the artwork and the trailers. So there we go. We got Enethar as well, and I think that it's going to be enough to just occupy the settlement, because if the culture in the settlement is very different, guild available, general academy at Enethar, yeah, why not? Got some more money out of it, that's great. What was I saying? I don't know. If it's something important, it hopefully will come back eventually.
My lord.
You will march down here. Lothlorien has been reached. Cool. We're already bros with you, though. And the quest was to send an emissary here. So you should be there in 2 turns. And we will be receiving a reward of 900 gold coins. Beautiful. We spent 3 grand last round. Wow. Faction announcements, getting some new traits, retinue expands, getting some buildings finished, agents recruited, diplomatic information. Okay, great. So we have gone from 2 territories to 5. That's decent. And now that mine is finished as well. That's awesome. So now we can start getting some money out of that one. If we open this one, we'll be making 135 gold. Projected profits, so projected treasury total, not 2,970. I don't really get that logic, but anyway, happy that we will be in the green. You are currently building a hall of culture, which will very soon be done. Can we do anything here? What's it look like? Yeah, the culture really needs some work. And we need the artist studio for that, but it's a bit too expensive for us currently. Let's go with the builder's hall. If I increase the tax rate, we get 20 more gold per turn, but we also lose out on 0.5% population growth, which of course we want to go for. So, what now? I think actually that we will be going into the next season. Erin Dolan. I mean, the settlements don't make a lot of money so far. Hope eventually when we get our trade up, then the money will start coming in. But until then, we're gonna be poor. Really poor. Okay. Looks like Dol Guldur wants to dance. That's awesome. Maybe we will be able to do that battle as well, but that will be the end of this first episode. We're already almost an hour long. Okay, a candidate for adoption. That's awesome. And General Academy at THRANDUIL'S halls. Yeah, sure. I don't really know what it's good for. I guess it's always good to get guilds. Where is this guy? Let's see, what kind of units do you have, my guy? Tavar Arenir. 52 soldiers only, so not a lot of troops really. But I will be sending First Lieutenant. I will be sending all 3 of my generals to fight the First Lieutenant of Lagoren. And then hopefully they will have enough movement points to go back, because otherwise they will be rebelling. I'll save the game. Like I said, I've been playing a little bit of Dale. Woodland Realm. Awesome. Now, let's rock this. Let's rock this joint. That's... Oh, look, Bjorn. That's cool. Really cool. So most likely they will have a pretty decent general. It looked like they had a lot of stars on that general. So most likely like a Nazgul. And I would really like to stand somewhere where we can have like height advantage or something like that. Who has the longest range? That's something I want to see. 180, 215, 215. Okay, so Legolas, you'll be standing at the front, and then we'll put these ones in the back because they have longer range. Cool, let's go. All the way over there. Come on. No, none of them have skirmish mode activated. That's great. Enable skirmish mode. And any second now, arrows should start coming down. Hopefully. Doesn't look like they're moving, does it? I do have a lot of units though, so I don't want to underestimate them. But of course I want to see... Oh, look, there they are. And they're starting to moving as well. Nope, not yet. So just keep moving. There we go. Looked like they just retreated a little bit though. Here they come. So now they are starting to fire. I need to do just some... change their stance just a little bit.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will
And now, here they are. See if we can try attacking them from behind. Yeah, look at that, the railgun from Legolas.
enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
That was effective. So far, it seems to be going all right. We have lost 4% of our units, though.
How our cowardly
But they have lost
ran.
80.
It's time to
So we need to continue to make sure that they lose at least 85. That's necessary for their force to be completely wiped out. 90. $94, that's good enough. Exit that battle really quick. We lost 8 soldiers. I thought we lost a lot more. Oh, we should have checked the stats, but I don't think that's very important now when the battles are at such a small scale. It might be a lot more fun later on when there are a couple of thousand units in the battles to see who really did the massive amounts of damage. I also think that we might be losing Legolas for a couple of turns later on when he has to visit Imladris or Rivendell to have the meeting about the ring. But I guess we're gonna cross that bridge when we get to it. And I will be executing those goblins. And they can get back. Awesome.
ruin these trees no longer.
So we got some more construction done. We spent some money last turn, so we dropped a couple of ratings. 12th place financially. Wow, we really need to get to work on that one. But Kingdom of Gondor is on top both when it comes to overall and population and production. However, Mordor is the #1 when it comes to military. That's a bit scary. Enemy army routes, that's awesome. Trade increase. King Thranduil became a proven commander. Awesome. So we will be saving this. We'll be saving this for now, and I also think that we need to build some more stuff, I think. Leather tanner, grain exchange. I mean, I think eventually it's going to generate us some money, so we will start building the grain exchange here in Thranduil's halls. Apart from that, I think, yeah, we are building everywhere where we want to build. And also,
Your orders.
we can start moving
Without
our
question.
diplomat down south. Lorien, no, you're already my ally.
As you
It's cool. So, this has been a very interesting start. We're at the 10th turn, which means that we are at 10% of this first episode in the 100 Turns of Middle-earth series. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. And if you have any good constructive criticism in how I could improve the gameplay or anything else, feel free to comment. And also, if you would like to see more of this series or any of the other games that I play on this channel, please feel free to subscribe. Until the next episode, have a great day, and I will see you the next time.